Did you know when you were younger, like, hey, I want to like pursue this? Like, this is something I want to do in college and just continue to get better at?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have a coach, Gabe Vigil, who wrestled at Boise State.
Oh,
So when you see somebody like, oh, okay, he wrestled in college, I can do that.
right.
That was very helpful. And so I figured, I can, All-American or something.
Yeah, that was kind of like the thought, like, oh, like if I keep working, like NCAA All-American.
Yeah.
That was like,
Yeah, and coming out of college, I had Army on my mind, so I was going to go to West Point, and that's, if I don't go to Penn State, maybe I am an All-American at West Point. I just
right.
I don't think I'm in the finals or up there winning it.
right.
Do you think being tough was like your greatest attribute growing up, or what kind of made you stand out if technically you didn't feel like you were advanced?
Yeah, I think it probably was, and just working hard and kind of being scrappy. But it was fun too.
Yeah.
Just wrestling.
So you enjoyed it like right away?
I enjoyed it more in college
Okay.
because I was cutting weight in high school. There's
Yeah.
pressure. Like, I was good for my school, obviously, good for Utah, but there was some pressure, and I didn't know how to deal with that.
Interesting. We'll get back to that, but I want to go back on what Tony kind of said about the toughness. So where did that come from? Like, did you just always have that naturally, or what was it? How did that kind of develop?
I don't know. I played a lot of sports growing up.
Yeah.
My parents did a good job getting me involved in sports, so I don't know. I didn't like to lose too much.
Right. That was just in you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents aren't super competitive people, and I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah. It was just in there. Whatever sport you were doing, you were like trying to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Run and gun or whatever it is.
I love running gun.
It was fun.
We don't play run and gun anymore.
Oh.
Only dodgeball.
I did ultimate frisbee in my like intramurals. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. You're like, I know how this
You're
goes.
like, how do you play this?
That's great. Fun. Yeah, no, that's fun. So back to you kind of learning and developing, I guess, on the mental side in college. When you first got with the coaching staff at Penn State and stuff, it was probably a big adjustment from what you were used to and kind of their mindset and philosophy. Like, how did you take that in right away?
The biggest part was like cutting weight. Obviously, I still cut a little bit of weight, but it wasn't the focus. And how Coach Kale and the team kind of focuses on effort, and we don't care. We'd rather have you wrestle to the end. I don't want you looking at the score and kind of like glancing over to try to hold on to a win. That was a big mind shift change for me. Right? We're here to do our best. We're not here to like squeak out victories. So that was helpful.
Yeah.
Because at that point, okay, just forget about all that and just wrestle hard.
Yeah. Did that motivate you a lot more to like hear that kind of message and to really see people like living that way, like, or competing that way? I mean,
yeah. So I saw like disappointment in Coach Kale the one time when I like looked over, and he was like, I thought you were here to wrestle. I didn't think you were here to just hold on.
Dang.
And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So
Yeah.
that was different. That was motivating.
That was a big moment. You still like remember that pretty vividly.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Dude, that brings up one for me, man. Oh, you probably remember. You might remember this. You might not. But we were wrestling. It was my redshirt year, and it was one of, I forget. We were doing something where it was like top bottom, and it was basically like two kind of teams. It was like if you did the task, you like raised your hand, and then the other side did the same thing, and you see who got more people like accomplish the task. And you were kicking my butt, and Coach Casey came up to me and was like, "Hey, Bo, do we need to get you a new partner? We can trade you guys out." And I was like, it was like, I was so mad.
Yeah.
And I was also like, it was a lot of emotion in general. It was anger, and I was also just like so disappointed in myself and a little embarrassed. But I remember it vividly. I was like, wow, like I gotta freaking step it up. You know, because I think I was feeling sorry for myself a little bit too. I was like, for whatever reason, but I was just like not giving my best. And yeah, I was like, wow, I got to freaking pick it up.
It'll stick with you.
It does, for sure.
We both train with you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky.
Yeah.
You guys It was fun.
You helped us out a bunch, and
So much.
You also are like the sole responsible party for why our necks feel the way that they do.
Oh, shut up.
Especially
Rough.
his. Yeah.
Mine
One time we got this
never been the
exam.
same.
We got this like exam where they like did an X-ray or MRI on our necks, and his was all jacked up. And it was supposed to be on his back.
This
and
is
they were
real.
Like, he was like, just forget about it. That's just background.
Yeah, we saw this guy, and so this is so funny. So we saw this guy. He was kind of a doctor. He was like a chiropractor, but not really. He was more like a doctor. He had some interesting ways of going about stuff, and so they did a full spinal MRI, like see everything. And we were literally just supposed to be focusing on our lower back, and the guy was like, "What did you do?" Like he was so like, I'm like,
fall off a horse?
and yeah. And then I was like, no, I don't worry about that. Just do what you were gonna do. This is what it is. So, and he was like, okay, like so, so confused. He's like, you've been in like a car accident, like 10 times.
No, but training with you was a huge game changer for me. Hand fighting wise too, like that was just a different feel. Was that like a big part of your style, like wearing guys down, and how did you develop that like aggressive hand fight?
Yeah, maybe is lack of confidence shooting, so I feel like I had to move him more. But Coach Cody was like, you got to be able to win without just breaking people, and like, so I tried to work on that, and I got some shots, but I went with Levi Haynes yesterday. I'm like, oh my, he's good.
Yeah,
like his hands are heavy.
Kind of similar. Yeah,
you guys have a similar style, I would say. Yeah, wrestling Levi, he has a heavy hand fight.
Yeah,
I feel like when I wrestle him, sometimes I get flashbacks where I'm like, dude, just shoot on me, please. Like, please shoot. I'm just like, I'm just gonna stand up. Please shoot. No, but I feel the same as Tony. Like being able to wrestle you so much as a redshirt, I was like, it taught me so many things. One, I was like, I got to get way better, and two, I was like, I got to figure out how to like do this thing because I never did that. I was like always out in the open, like shoot from the open, fake, go misdirection or hit something slick. But that I was like the tie-ups and the hand fight, it was a different it was almost like a different sport having to learn it, but it was good.
You guys are funny because like you got good so fast, and I was like, okay, I can control these kids, and then I can't get a takedown. Like, what the heck just happened? Like what